Fall allergy season in full swing, but if you have the facts about it, you can make these next few months a little easier. So our Hillary Zala set out to debunk the top 5 myths about the seasonal annoyance.
The first one has to do with our furry friends. A lot of people think if you're around short-haired pets, you won't irritate allergies. Well, guess what? That's a myth.
It's not the length of the pet hair, it's actually the pet dander that tends to cause the allergies, the flakes from their skin, and also the pet urine and saliva.
Myth number 2, flowers are a leading allergy irritant.
It's actually the pollen from the trees and grasses, weeds like ragweed, that the pollen is much smaller, and so it's more airborne, it's floating in the air.
Now, what about this? Clean your house and your allergic reactions will disappear?
Well, believe it or not, letting your kids play with a little dirt is actually good. There's a hypothesis going around with doctors that actually letting your kids get a little dirty can help prevent allergies.
We're starting to think that maybe exposure to dirt and germs is maybe a little better because your immune system gets used to those, and instead of seeing them as an allergen, as a foreign body, it's just used to them and you don't have the allergic response.
Myth number 4, you only need to take medication when you're showing symptoms of an allergy attack.
We definitely recommend taking the medication every day. If you have the medication in your system, it tends to work better to prevent the symptoms, or at least limit the symptoms that you're going to get, rather than playing catch up once you already have an allergy attack.
And finally, if you didn't have allergies as a child, you're in the clear as an adult? Nope, that's a myth.
That is not true. People can develop allergies at any point during their lifetime.
You guys have allergies?
You know what? I'm lucky. I've people in my family have them, but I've never had allergies. My question is do they ever really go away?
They can. Apparently you can have them and then sometimes you can't.
How about that?
Few more myths. If you only use one brand of allergy medication, you build tolerance to it. That's not true. And then another one, if you eat local honey, and I didn't even think this was a myth, have never heard this, but if you eat local honey, you won't get seasonal allergies, but that's not true. So.
Well, actually, I've done that. I've
really?
actually bought honey locally because I thought it would help my allergies.
That is a myth. So
makes
wasting
me feel
your money
though.
Man,
well, I enjoy the
healthy,
local
I
honey,
guess.
though.
but really,
funny.
isn't all honey local? It's got to be made somewhere.
Right.
Well, well, the point is, if it's made in like New York, you're not going to get the kind of the pollen that you would here.
Okay,
that's
so
why you buy it
I was
locally.
wondering what that was all
Wow,
about.
you are so smart.
Makes sense,
I
but
love
it's a
that
myth.
knowledge.
So.
Yeah. All right, so our allergy report, Chris, where are we going with that?
We got the allergy report up for you. Now it's air quality is still going to be moderate, man. Allergies, so hopefully no sneezes are going to be going around, but you might be seeing it if you're allergic to some of that weed count, or also mold. Mold is at a moderate count, but hey, tree, 0, grass, 0, so that is good to see. And